Luck. Um, you enter into the ring. It is a sun dappled afternoon. You are in a familiar garden. It's Faith's garden outside the back of your house. You're in Elevation Pit. It is spring. Sun beams down through the trees, motes floating in the beams of sunlight. Your house lies before you. The smell of maybe tea or coffee brewing. You know you're in the ring. You don't feel disoriented. But this is what the ring has conjured for you this time, instead of some of the horrors it has in the past. You're muted.
Nope, there we go. Fixed it now. He takes a moment to sort of look around and breathe. Sort of pats his body where it's probably still aching, and just looks at the house. It was a very quaint, small house. Again, it would struggle to fit the amount of people he said who lived there, which was himself, his wife, and 3 children. But it was still his. There, he walks in and is sort of instantly greeted with that fireplace that seems to always be roaring. There was a specific seat off to the left that he would normally sit on. Large, old wooden thing, sort of with this sheep fur thrown over to keep it comfortable. He would take the seat and remember specifically many scenes he would see. He remembers when he was a young boy who helped first raise this place with his own brother. How he would go out into the forest to chop down the trees and bring back the wood. How he would talk with the local carpenter and discuss the best way to go about it. He starts to tear up a little, remembering the smallest of times he had these. There was this simple fur rug of a wolf that sat right in front of the fireplace. Him, his wife, and his kids would normally cuddle up in front of it as the nights would go by. He remembers his father's tools and weapons would hang on the other side of the room, just next to the door as you would enter. His mother's locket would rest in a small little treasure chest just above that fireplace. His wife's many different craftings and handiwork would be spilled across tapestries, recounting different stories that he's told. Small, beautiful flower-like works that would adorn the very bland and wooden walls. He remembers the trinkets that were made by his children, the wooden practice weaponry that was always lying about, sort of as they almost appear in one corner of this house as he thinks about it. He takes a moment to try and remember who he was, but he struggles. He remembers Iska's face. A single leaf would fall from sort of the sky. Remembering over to Axel, piles of books would begin to rise around him. Notes scattered about. Before he would think about Celia, and this sort of arrow pretty much appears dead into the wall. Remembering the first time she appeared in a very helpful manner. He remembers Luna and the symbol that she seems to, I think it's a symbol of Saint Cuthbert.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sort of would rest up on the door. He thinks about Vidar and Iskrin, and this awful tree, bronze tree, appears in the middle of the room. He thinks about Cal and sort of all this greenery grows. And he thinks about everyone else he's met on the trip as well. All the way from the Dwarven Paladin. Name's lost me. He's a Dwarven Paladin. He was really nice. And he helped us out.
Stroth?
Stroth.
Yeah.
Stroth. He remembers all the way back at Sojourn's Crossing, the small tea house.
Terrence.
Terrence. Marge,
yep, who flirted with you relentlessly at the magic shop.
He remembers Harold as well. Sort of just going by everyone he's met.
And as you go through your memories, little pieces, almost like the house is filling like a souvenir bin. And as you look around, you were so caught in your memories, you overlooked one piece. The dining room table is only set with 4 chairs, not 5.
That got a lot deeper than I thought it would. Sort of sighs as he moves one of the chairs back to sit down on it.
You sit down at your spot and you look around, and your mind starts to struggle to conjure that 5th chair. I need you to roll me a sanity check.
Do I? I'm gonna spend one. I'm gonna draw. He's in a place of many memories, and he's gonna draw on this to just try as he feels it slipping away. Yes.
And as you sit there, you see a 5th chair appear at the table. And there's this comfort that comes with it. A incredible peace that happens as that 5th chair appears at your table. An amazing comfort in your shoulders, probably for the first time in months. relax. And as you sit there in your chair, the one that you know so well, you nod off and fall asleep peacefully among the memories of Luck Goldheart, and get your long nights, your long rest. And that is where